All right, you're welcome back. It's still the weekend show on your darling station, ABS Television.
Yes, and sincerely apologize, you missed my beautiful face. Sorry, I had little issue that I needed to sort out, one or two together. So today we're looking at something very important, and I hope it's I actually think it's very apt that we're looking at it at the beginning of the year.
Exactly.
Good mentorship. Good mentorship. What does it mean to have a good mentor? Yes, everybody have mentors, but sometimes we see people that were sometimes molested by their mentors, sometimes mentors, especially this daddy GO mentor. There is one recent daddy GO mentor that was
going to just tomorrow.
I beg you, leave that one. There's one recent daddy GO that I'm sure he's a mentor that just was convicted in court. I think it was over the week for rape.
Just yesterday.
Who he raped? Now still mentee. Now mentee. So today we're actually looking at mentorship. Who is a good mentor? When you say I have a mentor, so good mentor, who is that mentor? Who will you look at and say this person is a mentor to me? Is he the person that will sit in high table and be able to,
Yeah, exactly.
Abaka mentor. These are some of the things we'll find out this morning.
Yeah.
All right, so our guest this morning is somebody that I've always looked up to for a very long time because the way he talks like, hey, So our guest this morning is a social affairs commentator. He is Mr. Ikenna Ezendo. You're welcome to.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Urukanachku ka ịga ndị Igbo na-ejikwado nnukwu afọ egbukwa nkịta. So I'm really happy that you're the one who is here to talk about mentorship with us. But before then, I'd like to know, how was your Christmas? How has it been for you?
Well,
and New Year, Jerry?
I've not been a fan of Christmas and New Year anyway.
Okay.
It's almost my very difficult hour of
Because
you get better now. Yes, I do celebrate Christmas after Christmas.
Yeah.
It's end of like January. Once first week of February now, I'll go for holiday.
All right.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. And people get to respect you
because
it's not every day. On here.
Yeah, because rice period. This Christmas is rice period, so I will not have time because I have a rice meal and.
Okay. Yes. All right, let's get into the discussion for the day. Whenever you hear people, they say, this is my mentor.
It's always a big
or this person is mentoring me. Exactly. Once they say mentor is a big man. What does it mean to be, in fact, what is mentorship?
I think that should be the first question.
What is mentorship?
Because the truth about it, the majority of people mistake mentor and role model.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Because you can't say somebody is your mentor without having one-on-one conversation.
Okay.
There must be a relationship. There must be one-on-one relationship.
Yeah.
There must be a meeting point. A mentor, from my own understanding, and then from what dictionary talk about mentorship. I think mentor is someone, he must not have money. It's somebody within the same field, same religion, someone you look up to, someone that has something to offer you. And the someone you look up to, you have to be meeting from time to time to seek or ask. So it's either maybe, okay, you're not in ABS. Yeah. I think Uche was here. Now you see Uche as a role model because he was here before you. So you are looking at Uche to be like him. So you seek maybe advice from him. He mentors you. He tells you do this, do that, and then when you get to difficult moment of your life, you still go to him, and then I think this is the work. This is a mentor. Yeah. This is the work of a mentor. Now, today our world, money towards
several things.
So a lot of people think that any fool who has money is a mentor. Are you getting it? Yeah. Any Yahoo guy that has money somewhere is a mentor. So what will he give you? One cannot give what they don't have. If indeed you are seeking for a mentor who has something good to offer you, but once you are in a wrong hand, you get a wrong mentor. So I think last night I decided to sober about the topic today. I came to conclusion that I think it's only Catholic and some Methodist churches has all it take or has this picture of real mentorship. I think that was why, as an infant, during infant baptism, they will give you a mother, a father, who is not your real biological mother, but they call it spiritual mother, a baptismal mother, someone, or father, someone who will guide you
through the faith. Yeah.
And back in the days, during our time, then it wasn't someone who has money. A mother will look at someone who is punctual in the church, who comes to the church, who attend activities, who has a good character, who has, she will approach baptism. It's not how much you have. But it's just that today, this generation sees money to be all. So I think that is where we have problem.
But I'm actually looking at it. Is it just, I'm happy you drew attention to the church, because I wanted to avoid it a little, but now I cannot avoid it. Something trended over the weekend of how churches will leave space for celebrities in the front.
Or politicians.
So now you will come early, 5 a.m. for maybe a church service that starts 8 o'clock. You're trying to sit somewhere and they'll tell you, no, there is no seat. Those ones are reserved.
Yes,
now that is almost everywhere in different contexts. You come to even some of these Methodist and Catholic churches you're talking about. Let me assume that somebody has been living a life that everybody see as this is exemplary. A woman, she comes to morning mass every day, she sweeps, she does all those things. You still get to find out that when the church has occasions, they still go to the manager over there that will bring out. You get? Because obviously this person now cannot bring out anything. So I would still like to ask, in today's setting, do you still believe that mentorship is not important if you have money? Because let me give an instance now. Let me say, you made an example with Uche. You said, let me say Uche is my mentor. Do you think if Uche does not, like he is not well to do, or like I want to know something like that, I now go to meetings, let me say meeting of practitioner, and then he now wants to say something, do you think I will still have that high regard for him? No. So I want to know, what role does really money play? Is it important? Does it play a role at all?
No.
No?
You know why? That's why I said earlier that money has come to, let me take you back to the first example. Yes, all of us believe that money have really changed the setting and the method of the church as it were before. And leadership of every church is leadership of every church determines who manages at the moment. Yeah. Because I can tell you, like I use Rich as an example because I know him when he was here. Yeah. Okay. And then who else again? Emeka. Yes.
Okay.
So aside two of them, I don't know any other person here. So that's why I use him as an example. The truth about it is, quest for money. Our people, quest for money have really affected both the church and the secular world. The church was supposed to be the hope of a common man. If there is anybody, if there is any way a common man will have say, is in the church where he is being represented very well. Because as a common man in the church, I play my roles, I do my things and all that. Titles in the church were not supposed to be to only the rich or those who bring money. Recognition should also go for those who offer services.
Yes.
And this has been what I preach every day, anywhere in the church. The truth about it, to make a common man relevant, which would have been the easy way to manage our world today, to manage our young ones today, is if with the church recognize both the rich and the poor, that what is being done to the rich still be given to the poor. In one word, no matter how you go about it. I think the quest for the younger one, looking for money anyhow, wouldn't have been, at least the level would have been minimal.
And the context also is that because this is also what is influencing people seeking mentorship amongst the rich.
The rich. Because if, for example, a common man is being given what is due to him in the church, some persons will see him, I think he is accessible more than this other person. I think I can go to him, he won't have one or two things to offer me. Back in the days, I know of some persons who their mentor were old catechists, headmasters, teachers of the old and all that. Today in social media, we see some persons buying a new car, going to one village to give a teacher who taught long time. So this was when mentorship was working, when money have not really taken over.
All right, there's a statement you made now, when mentorship was working.
Yes.
What affected it? You are talking about it, but I just want you,
because apart from money.
Yes, you cited an example of a pastor who was convicted yesterday. He raped an assistant pastor, and probably that lady might have been coming to him as a mentor. Yes, this is someone I trust. You hear statements of Madili Jahanyanaka.
Even the pastor that married his mentee's wife, have you forgotten that we treated her? Every day she's going to pastor to sort family issues. And she married pastor.
I also was in a situation when we were in school, a fellowship member, we had to take over the payment of her school fees because of someone she trusted that was a mentor started raping her. So those kind of stories and situations, how do we handle it? How do we?
First and foremost, who is your mentor?
Okay.
What is the characters you choose as your mentor? Are you choosing someone because he's that is you? Or are you choosing him because he has money? Or because he's beautiful? Or handsome? What exactly are you looking at?
Exactly.
Or the context, which is the character? Are you getting it? Anyone above 15, 16, 17, 18 is normally a child. When you have a man, when a female fool has a man as mentor, and whatever thing that makes him to rape her wasn't a thing that started one day.
It's been in his mind.
Yes. And he has been making moves, and she's playing with it. If indeed she went for mentorship and find out the character I'm looking for is not in this man, she will leave.
Yeah, but I want to know, what exactly should people look for when going for mentorship?
Exactly, what do you want?
Because sometimes now people will tell you that he who has connection is better than he who has a good CV. So people actually in a mentor now, people are looking at he whom you can carry his complimentary card and get a job.
Yes, exactly.
So what exactly is supposed to be what should I go for a mentor money I can on full salary scheme?
When you have inferiority complex.
That's what I'm saying. So what should be the qualities to look out for in a mentor?
It is you as a person who is looking for a mentor. Who are you? Do you believe in yourself? So what are you looking for a mentor? Are you looking for someone that will take you somewhere? Are you looking for someone that you will learn from?
Someone that takes us somewhere. That's what people are looking for now.
Now, let me take you for an example. Okay, let's go back 7-8 years ago. Okay. Back then, the cathedral.
All right.
You've been someone who knows what she wants and then always work. So whoever that is your mentor is to try to learn the characters he or she possesses. Okay. Try to learn from the person. Not really that without him taking you to somewhere, you will not get to somewhere. Okay. It is you first and foremost believing in yourself.
That you can get
you can get somewhere. And the believing in your God. Okay. Because we've exchanged God. We are not putting God in person with man. This is God, this is a human. So I'm seeing this person and seeing this man, he has money.
I can see that.
I can see him. But this God that I don't see, don't know what he can really do. So
I might be calling him, he will not be answering.
I believe in him because my mother taught me that he is God and he can do all things. Yeah. So you believe, but this one that I'm sure of
is as sure as double sure.
So because of that, a lot of persons believe the personality of God, that he is God, that he can do all things.
Yeah.
And then all you need to do is to work on yourself as a human and put in your energy in a good work you're doing. Talking about elevating you to somewhere better, it is God. I came to Oka 2007.
So God can use anybody?
Yes.
Okay.
I came to Oka 2007. I just entered a friend came to Onitsha. I left my house, I entered his car, then got drive to Oka. I did not go back to Onitsha again. So in other words, I came to Oka with a trouser and shirt. But the truth about it, do you believe in yourself? I can do all things. This is words the youth today have thrown about.
Yeah, okay.
I can do all things in God who strengthens me. So the truth is that we've left what God can do. Now, seeking man
to replace
God, because we are seeing how much, sorry, I don't, it's not really debating. Because the government have left people to behave as they want. You come to a wedding, an Igbo man will come to a wedding with 2-3 million naira spreading it.
And they will block you.
They will be spreading it. Sowing a bad seed.
Yes.
On children.
Yes.
That is why today 15, 16 years want to make money. As it not just through legit way. Some of them are rituals, some of them are going for rituals. And they call me anytime, I will tell you whatever thing that is hitting up this thing is because government allow people to spread money anyhow. There's nobody who don't want Dorime.
Exactly.
Everybody wants an easy life. When you began from a childhood, telling a child how easy life could be, believe you me, whoever that is telling about hard work is a winch.
But I'm happy you brought in this angle. So I'd like to know the role of parents. You've already said as an individual you should look out, but you notice that our parents growing up attached us to people they felt this is a good character. Follow this person's footstep. But then sometimes you notice that today's parents, how do you call it, new generation parents, they attach their children to people they feel I want you to be like him. In fact, I know of a woman who bought a laptop for the child and attached the child to a Yahoo boy that is doing well in this village. I say it happens a lot now. And say, Sobia, you have not seen him. You get. Now that's mentorship.
Yes.
You get. Yes. In fact, it's not even mentorship. Is it what boy? Because this boy now lives with the Yahoo guy and is learning the work full time with his own laptop. He came with his own laptop. Provided by the mom. Sometimes you see mothers that will be the ones to attach their children to this mommy GO or daddy GO. Say, go to the pastor. Anything you have, talk to the pastor. Things like that. So I'd like to know what role or what do you think this generation, because I feel I will also blame our parents for the new way people see mentorship, because our parents, some parents, majority of them now, they don't want you to attach to only how Diego. In fact, somebody in power told me that okay, go kata go and you don't have money. If in a meeting, no Diego ne ekwu mechie ono. Also, you boss here, don't go and correct him. Because since he's so ankego, we're able to give. So now you see, parents don't want to attach their children to only a big ezibondo, land there. So they want to attach children to people that they've seen results. So I would like to know now if you are to advise parents.
And I'm no more advising parents, and that is yes. And that is why at the end of the day, some mothers end up in their wardrobe. Some fathers end up in their wardrobe because they want to make money. And the Bible says, teach a child the better way. It is no more like that. Bad parenting have eaten up this generation. The high level of cultism is not because that during our time we don't know maybe how to come together and start a group. No. But because of fear of what will your mom tell you. It is in this generation that the child will go to school and they beat that child. The mother will come back and start quarreling the headmistress or maybe the form teacher or maybe the teachers in the school. I grew up when I had the older people saying, no phone does one. And that is why then when I passed some people on the road without greeting them, When I get back to my house, if the person beat me, I cannot even tell my mother why he beat me. And if she asks you and you dare tell her that Mama Oluchi beat me, she will ask you, what did you do? Yeah. Not carrying you, going back to Mama Oluchi to warn Mama Oluchi without knowing what. So she will ask you what you do. Then you will tell her that you pass, you forget to greet, she will not beat you.
It's true.
At that point, you begin to get them right. But because we've left that, try to imitate the white man who don't beat their children and they are committing suicide. White man who don't beat their children and less than 17, 18 years, they will leave the house and begin to live as they want. And at the end of the day, they commit suicide, they move around, they do all manner of evil. We don't look at the evil they do at the end of the day, but we're looking at how they are being pampered. That is why I meet a woman in airport in Abuja. I look at the small boy of 4 or 5 years with gold that I cannot afford. So, giving them these things at small age, don't give a child what he don't really understand the value. You can't give him, but give him when you understand the value of it. I've met people that have so much money who are really trying to train their children to become something better. And I must tell you, this bad parenting is common on the middle class people. We try to give our children what we don't have, try to meet up with society. Some of us are trying to give our children what we don't even use. When the particular company, the man told me that 4 of his children was schooling at Ukraine, and at the end of school every day they will come back, they will go to UK for a holiday. I tell him, then who are you making this money for? Bet me. This thing was 6 years ago. Say, bet me, in old age you will cry.
Yes, because you'll be lonely.
Today, some days ago, he asked me, why did you say that some years ago? This year, because I've seen it happen. I have uncles
who are lonely.
Who are lonely. Their children in UK, US, and all that. They're not coming back home. They still marry people there. They marry them. Just not marry from BC, and they are living there. So they're not talking about coming back. So you that have opportunity, it's not about sending your children.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's not about sending them abroad to school. But during holiday, bring them back. Let them work with you in your company. Let them have a relationship. Let them have our system. But you want to make so that your cousins will know you have arrived. Your children, it's not within the 60 days, within the second. Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, all your weight is being packed for your uncles, your cousins, and your uncles.
Next of kin.
Next of kin, and those who will inherit they will.
Whenever we're having interesting conversations like this, time will run.
Maybe
we should.
Yeah. So the mentorship we're talking about, our mothers, as I said in the early church, early days, a woman will give a birth and look for someone who has a character
that she wants the child
wants the child to possess, and beg the person to guide this child. And then, if back in days, when you're going for block grocery, a woman will
even all mass servants.
Why? Because she wants her to be like him. But at this point, every parent wants her child to identify with a Yahoo boy who is born.
Because the child is retirement plan.
And they end up getting it wrong. In less than 27, because not everybody buy Yahoo they hit here. The boy if you say no go get too much to hit here.
Your head,
and that is why today, when you go inside town, the young boys not into court, the 16 years, 14 years, and thereabout. Their mother cannot call them come, they will come. At that point, even when they see them, they want to hide.
All right, it's been quite a very interesting topic, David. Note it down somewhere. This is a topic that once in a while we refresh.
Come back because I thank God we laid this foundation at the beginning of the year. Because most times when you talk about these issues, people don't take it serious. And I love the way you actually brought this good mentorship and parenting. Because the truth is that if you don't have the good parenting, a child might not even know when to pull back from a mentor that is leading him astray. Thank you very much, Mr. Ken Ezendo, for joining us on the program this morning.
And for me, what will I have to say? All I have to say is that he has said it all. You see, we were even tired of advising parents, but because of the nature of our job, we'll keep advising them. Yeah. So my advice is be a good mentor to your child, so that your child will know what a good mentor feels like outside. All right, now we'll move over to our breakfast desk to bring you breakfast news this morning.